Hello, 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 and happy Wednesday. Welcome to Joanne's Cosmic Energy radio show. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. Super, super, super excited to be here with you. Happy July 6th, 2022. I always like to give you the date because it's significant. Every single day of the week is significant. And before we dive in to everything that's going to be taking place today, just want to remind you that if you haven't done so, please go ahead and share this out. Invite your friends to come watch. And I'm going to do my best. I'm going to turn on my phone in a second and watch as well. So in case any of you do pop in and put comments, I'll be able to look at them and respond. Try to do a little multitasking today. Let's see how well that works. Anyway, today is July 6th, 2022. Let's just talk a little bit about that 7 energy from July. After all, the title of today's show is about spiritual awakening. This is our month. And I also want to make a note to you that this month itself is a preview of next year's energy, 2023, because next year's energy carries a 7 vibration. So what we're going to experience over the next, well, give and take 31 days, because we're already the 6th day of July, but what we're going to experience in this month will give us an idea of what next year is going to look like for each and every one of us in regards to our spiritual awakening that we go through. And I'm here to help and guide and help you navigate through what needs to be navigated. And what does that actually mean? When we go through the process of going to a spiritual awakening, it's really about digging deeper within and discovering yourself on a deeper layer. Not on the layer that when you look in the mirror, you see yourself, or you look next to your friend and you see that person. It's really going within and discovering who you are, recognizing that there's some things about yourself that really no longer is in alignment with you. And you have to be true, authentic, and transparent with yourself to say, this doesn't work for me anymore. This is not vibing with me anymore. Now, in addition to this month being the 7 energy, where it is about a spiritual awakening, it is definitely a month to really spend some time in meditation to discover and align your energy system, as I call it your chakra system, to align your chakra system. So this way here you are more, I'm going to use the word of a magnet to those amazing things you want to bring into your experience. So let's talk just a little bit about the energy that's going around right now, the planetary energy. And excuse the noise in my background. Hopefully you can't hear it. Landscapers happen to be outside. I know, really. Anyway, so the planetary energy we have going on as the sun is in Cancer, as we are in July. We also have Mercury that just moved into Cancer. And now that means we have theoretically 2 planets sitting in Cancer's energy, which is the 4th house, which is about your home. Now, I just want to emphasize the word home. When we speak about home, we're speaking of a variety of different things, such as your shelter that you obviously live in, your career, and also your body. And it's really important to pay real deep attention to your home this month and get your home in order. And what does that actually mean, get your home in order? Yes, I can tell you to go home and declutter and get everything out of the way and make it nice and neat. But what I'm speaking there is get your body in order, get your mind in order, get your emotions in order, get your spirit in order. And that's really what this month's about, is getting your spirit in alignment to what really serves you. Now, in addition to that energy, we also have Mars that has just moved into Taurus. Taurus is a 2nd house energy, which is all about our relationships, our possessions, our physical and spiritual possessions. And we have other planets in Taurus as well, such as Uranus, which is our planet of a midlife crisis, I like to call it. The North Node is also in Taurus as well. Has been there since December 22 of 20, at the end of 2021. Had to get my dates together. So we have a lot of work going on in reference to our relationships and home. And when we bring that together, the relationship we have with our mind, body, and spirit, and our emotions. And what today's show is all about is I'm here to guide you and support you in reference to how to navigate through this energy and how to really tap in to your mind, body, and spirit. Now, there's a few things that I'm going to encourage you to become more aware of. And if you don't do this already, I'm going to highly recommend that you start to do this after today's show. And those things are meditation has to become a practice. This is imperative for you to be aligned to your own energy and to really, really get your home in order. You need to meditate. You need to be able to sit quietly and go within. This is not about getting advice and suggestions from your outside. This is not an external job. This is about going within. Secondly, if you haven't already done so, I highly recommend that you go over to any of the free astrology sites and download your natal chart. So you could become aware of what every planet and what zodiac sign and house those planets are in. So you can better understand what's actually going on for you. That is literally your navigation. It is your GPS. And if you follow that to the T, there's no way you can go wrong. Another thing I want you to also become really aware of is your numerology, your personal energy number for the year. After all, the universal energy, which is the entire year, and all of us feel it, is a 6 energy for this year, which is all about healing, nurturing, taking care of your home, again, your mind, body, and spirit, and your shelter and your career. These things are extremely important to help you navigate through. Now, of course, if you're not really sure what to do with all of this once you have it, that's where I come in. And feel free to reach out to me. That's why I'm here to help you. I can help you and support you on this journey of really getting fine-tuned with who you are on a deeper level. And again, I will repeat this. This month is your spiritual awakening. This month is a preview to what 2023 is going to be all about. So if you are not in practice, if you are not attuned with your own energy, 2023 is going to be a rude awakening for you. So I just want to put it out there and know that you heard this right here. So just to make note. So here we have it, where we have this month where it's about a spiritual awakening. It's the 7th energy. When we talk about the 7 in astrology, it's associated with Libra energy, which is about balance, bringing more balance into our mind, body, and spirit, and making sure our structure, which again, we speak of our body, physical body, and our shelter, is in order. Otherwise, if not, if you do not have balance in those areas of your life, you are going to literally crumble. That's why it's so important to make sure you create this balance of this practice of meditation. So what I would like to do today with you is I'm going to run through all 12 zodiac signs, and I'm going to provide a card reading for each sign. Now, because I took a little time up in reference to just going through everything regarding the planets, we're going to focus on one card for each zodiac sign today, just to keep it simple so it's not overwhelming. And that one card is going to be associated with a color, a number, and an affirmation. The color is associated with your chakras. The number is going to be associated with 2 things: the numerology for where you are in your personal energy, and then the collective. And then the astrology, what's actually going on presently in the collective energy, and you can refer to your chart as well. The affirmation is going to be used to help you raise your vibration, but also add to your story, add to your journey. So we're going to start this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on working from Aries right down to about Virgo. And then once we get to Virgo, after I've done the reading for Virgo, we're going to take a short break at that point just to give you a little time to digest everything. And then we're going to come back and we'll talk about the remaining signs. So if you want to grab a pen and paper to write down what card shows up for you, you're welcome to do so. Also note that you can use this one card for your sun, moon, and rising, which means you'll probably have up to 3 cards to work with. Or if hypothetically you are a triple threat where you have sun, moon, and rising all in one zodiac sign, then you're only going to have 1 card to work with for today. I know it's a little different than what I usually do, but It is what it is, as I like to say. So we're going to dive right into Aries, see what card shows up. And note that right now, Aries is no longer, Mars is no longer in Aries. It has moved. So all the energy that was on Aries just a couple of weeks ago, no more. So here we go for you, Aries. So with all that's going on this month, for the month of July, Cancer season, and for the entire month of July, because the entire month of July is that spiritual awakening. The Cancer season right now is emphasizing on that fourth house where it's about family, home, healing, nurturing, and your mother, and how you mother yourself and how you mother your projects. So this is time where you're going to be looking for clarity. You're looking for clarity. You have answers that you want clarity on. So this is really important for you to spend time in meditation, getting connected with your chakra system, and allowing yourself to be attuned to hearing those answers. Because if you're going to ask the questions, you got to be willing to be ready to hear the answers. The number 29, that's associated with the number 11. So the number 11 is all about being the master healer to yourself. You are healing the relationship with self. Most important relationship there is, and all our relationships. And remembering this is about a spiritual awakening this month. So you will and may very well experience a spiritual awakening for self. The pink is associated with our high heart, which means you're going to need to be a little bit compassionate for yourself. Be kind to yourself as you go through the spiritual awakening, and extend that out to everybody else. Now, I just want to come back to that 11 energy. That 11 energy in astrology is associated with the 11th house, which is Aquarius. So for you Aries out there, pay attention to your structure right now, where Aquarius is in retrograde with Saturn. So pay attention to your structure. That's really important to pay attention to. Perhaps that's where your clarity is going to come from. When we think about structure, again, breaking it down. Your shelter where you live, your career, your relationship, and your body. So that's Aries energy. Loving that. All right. We're going to move on into Taurus. And also Aries, be mindful that you are in your fourth house. So it is very much connected to this Cancer season. So there may very well be a lot of family things that's coming up for you at this very time. A lot of communication might be flaring up. So pay attention to what shows up there. So Taurus, you guys are being activated with the number 3. This energy is in your third house, associated with Mercury, which is about communication, also about how you create. But remember, Mars is in your sign as well. So lots of stuff going on there, lots of stuff. Interesting card to show up is patience. This is the time to practice patience. This is the time not to expect everything to happen so quickly. Because when we are on a spiritual awakening, things are not just going to fall into place overnight. You're going to have to do the work. The heart chakra is what we'll focus here on, where with Aries, it was the high heart. For Taurus, it's the center of the heart. This is really about the matters of the heart and what's close to your heart right now. So you have to be really patient. And let's talk about that 4 energy. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze. It's going to be loud. Maybe not. It's coming. I don't know. Maybe not. Hopefully we can skip it off. Anyway, whoever sneezed on the show. Anyhow, the number 4, again, very much associated with that Cancer season, which is about your home. So maybe that patience might be relevant to having more patience at home with family. Maybe even your mother, maybe how you're mothering somebody, or maybe how you're mothering a project. So whatever that is for you, Taurus, pay attention this entire month. The July is that 7 energy. Cancer season only goes until July 20th. So you only have about another 2.5 weeks of this, but patience is what you want to practice. Love that. All right, we're going to move into Gemini. So Gemini, for you, this is really about your partnerships, your relationships, your contracts that you have with others, and also your contracts you have regarding your career, business contracts as well. Pay attention to that. And let's see what card you need to work on. What chakra you need to work on. All right, so your card happens to be in reverse. And it makes sense considering all the energy that was just on your sign not too long ago, where Mercury just moved out of Gemini and now is in Cancer. So perhaps you are resisting some karmic completion. Perhaps you're in the space of you're not ready to complete a cycle. Well, it is time to. So that could be completing a relationship, completing a partnership, completing a business deal, walking away from a business deal. This is really about getting grounded because you do need to complete the cycle. And upon that karmic completion, that's where that spiritual awakening is going to come through. So that one energy is reminding you that there's something new coming in, but you have to complete the cycle. After all, your card showed up in reverse. So you do need to complete the cycle and be really mindful of getting your home in order, your partnerships, your contracts, all in order during this season. And really pay attention. In regards to getting grounded, I recommend that you get outside, get into nature, clear your mind of whatever it is you are overwhelmed by, and move down into your heart so you can complete the cycle and start up something new. And do remember, when we have that one energy is about taking the first step, being the one to initiate something. Do not wait for the other person to initiate. So that's a big reminder for you Geminis, okay? All right, let's move into Cancer. Good old Cancers, as it is your birthday. So those of you who are Cancer, Sun Cancers, happy birthday. And remembering that when I'm reading the cards, to be mindful that you can apply this energy to the moon and your rising sign as well. So it's not just associated to your sun energy. So if you happen to have rising Cancer, this card's going to be for you. The same as with the other cards as well. Be mindful of that. You'll have up to 3 cards to work with, assuming you don't have all your major planets such as sun, moon, and rising in one zodiac sign. Where I do know a lot of people who do, quite interesting. So let's see what we got going. For Cancer, interesting card to show up for Cancers. Cancers, this is about a spiritual guidance. So again, because we are in the 7th energy month, which is about a spiritual awakening, this is your time to really sit quietly and gain that spiritual guidance. So whomever it is, maybe you have a loved one that's crossed over that you can sit quietly with and have a conversation. Maybe it's your passage to connect with an ancestor and have a conversation. Maybe you have an archangel you work with, but this is your time to gain that guidance you're looking for. This is about the heart. So again, this is really about letting go of the heaviness that you hold in your heart, or matters of the heart for that matter. And 3-4, right in alignment with the energy. That's that 7. So that spiritual guidance is going to help you find that balance you're looking for between the mind, the body, the spirit, and the emotions. But it's also that balance between being a spiritual being and making that connection between spiritual being and also the human side as well. So find the time to balance things out. I'm also being guided to remind you that balance is important for you this month. So make sure you're balancing out your work life, your play life, your rest life, your exercise life. Very important for that 3-4 energy. So pay attention to that, Cancer. Pay attention. All right, we're moving into Leos. So Leos, for you, you're in your 12th house energy. And what that means for you, this is really about tying up your loose ends. So this really ties into that spiritual awakening. So pay attention to what's showing up. Pay attention to how you feel in your body. If you start to feel antsy, if you start to feel restless, if you start to feel like this is no longer fun for you, this is a time for you to say, maybe it's time to let it go. So let's see what card you're going to work with during this season to help you out. Whoops, thought that card was ready. Quite interesting. For you guys, this is about a rebirth. And after all, you're in your 12th house energy, which makes sense. You are literally getting ready for your rebirth. As we move into Leo season, which is as of July 21st through, you're going to go through your rebirth. So you may very well start to feel like you're peeling things away and you become more enlightened by becoming more attuned to your higher vibration. It's a time to be kind to yourself because you may very well experience some rough paths. You may fall into a ditch, over the next couple of days. And I don't mean literally. I mean in reference to that you may go into a deep state of thought, a deep state of evaluation, a deep state of trying to figure things out because you are going through a rebirth. That 2 and 1, very much associated with that Mercury Cancer energy, where there may be some things that you might need to be more kind and compassionate in your household. That Cancer is about, again, making sure you get your home in order. And when we speak of home, whatever resonates with you, is it your shelter that you have to get in order? Is it the career you have to get in order? Is it your body you have to get in order? Because when we think about all this energy, and not just the Mercury in Cancer or the Mars in Taurus, but then we also have to remember that we have Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn, and we're in a Pluto return. And this is the second half of that. And I'll speak more about that at a later time. So you want to pay attention because this energy is really, really about getting your home in order, getting your body in order, getting your mind, body, and spirit in order. So that 2 and 1, that's that communication, creating, expressing, sharing, networking, and all of it's about a rebirth. So there's going to be lots of new things coming in and lots of things shedding away for you Gemini, for you Leos out there. So, and remember that if you're feeling restless, if you're feeling frustrated, this is a time to meditate, quiet yourself down, come away from the energies that might be creating that frustration and restlessness in you. All right, we're moving into Virgo. So Virgos, you're in your 11th house energy. So this is about community. This is about networking. This is about getting together with people. After all, that 11 energy is associated with Aquarius, but it's also about your structure as well. Where is your structure a little ungrounded? Where is your structure falling apart? Where you need to mend it? Using this energy to pay attention to that. So let's see what chakras in line for you today. Interesting card to show up for Virgos. So here we have that 11 again, which is where you exactly are. This is really about connecting on a deeper level, connecting with yourself, healing the relationship you have with self, which is after all the higher self. That 11 energy is exploring your structure. What needs to change in your structure? What is it going to look like, let's say by 2023? When we talk about the chakra, it's the crown. This is about connecting to your higher consciousness. This is about connecting to your higher self. This is about letting go of your ego and starting to see yourself in a higher vibration and using this energy to help you get along to that space. So the 11 energy is about your structure. It's also associated with all your relationships and your actual structure, your home, your body, your career, your business, wherever you are in that. So really pay attention. And as I've been saying, making sure your home is in perfect order. Otherwise, if it's not in perfect order, as we continue to go through this spiritual awakening, things are going to start to sort of crumble. This is really about your higher self. So pay attention. And as I've said, meditation, align your chakras so you can see things from a higher perspective and not work from your ego. So with all that being said, now that we're on Virgo's energy, I'm going to take a minute. We're going to go and take a quick commercial break. But before we take that commercial break, I just want to give a shout out to 2 of my advertising partners to help that make my show run smoothly each week, and they will have commercials, so you can actually check them out there. So we have Kendrick Greer, who is our astrologer, and he's going to be on my TV show on Joanne's Healing Within this Sunday, and he's going to be chatting about astrology as a love language. I'm super excited. I hope you are. And then the following Sunday, I have Dr. Terry Morse on, and she's going to be sharing about metabolism and gut health. I think these topics are so perfectly aligned to the energy that we are in. So we're going to take that quick commercial break, and I'll be right back to continue the forecast for Libra right through Pisces. I'll be right back.
Hi guys, I'm Kendrick Cortez Greer, personal astrologer and astrological counselor here in Brooklyn, New York. I've been an astrologer for over 23 years now, providing astrological readings, counseling sessions, workshops, and corporate events all throughout the tri-state area. I've been very blessed and lucky to have clients all throughout the United States and beyond. If you're interested in a reading that is warm, heartfelt, honest, and conducive to speaking to one of your best friends, please contact me at 917-863-7528. You can also email me at kendrickstar@gmail.com. That's Kendrick, STAR, @gmail.com. And for you Insta people, find me on Instagram at Kendrick Cortez Astrology. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Toodles.
Each of us has a mission. What's your mission? Would you like to become a community health resource specialist so you can help your family and your community? For more information on this new training, email me at terry@morsewellness.com. That's TERRY @MORSE wellness.com. You can become a community health resource specialist.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Cosmic Energy. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'm going to invite you to, when the show is over, to go back and watch, because if you missed your sign, your zodiac sign, I've already done from Aries right to Virgo. You can go back and watch this. You can watch it on Spotify, Audible, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and also Roku and many other platforms as well. So you didn't really miss it, you just missed being here live with us. And if you are live, please go ahead and say hi in the comments so I know that you are there. So I'm going to give a big shout out to Norma D. Velez, who's here with us live. So hello, hello, hello. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. So now I'm going to dive right back in, starting with Libra. And again, remembering I'm using one card. Well, not remembering, because if you weren't here before, you didn't know this. But those of you who are, I'm using one card for each zodiac sign. You can apply that one card for your sun, your moon, and your rising. And if you really want to have some fun and be a daredevil, you can apply that same card for any planet that happens to be in that zodiac sign. So why not? And remember that this month is all about a spiritual awakening. This is your month to really wake up, become attuned to your own energy, and discover who you are on a deeper level. When we think about this energy where we have Mercury in Cancer right now, it really is about getting your home in order. And when we speak about home, I'm not speaking about your actual shelter. I'm speaking about your mind, body, and spirit. It's time to start really digging deeper in and discovering who you are on a deeper level. So if you have not created a practice of meditation and aligning your chakras and discovering your astrology and numerology, this is the time to do so. This month is also a preview of what 2023 is going to be like. So we have 1 month to get an understanding of what 2023 is going to feel like. So start doing the work now. All right, so let's see what's in store for Libra. Libras, you are in your 10th house energy, which is really about your achievements, your fame, your success, your awards, your accomplishments, your purpose. And it's also associated with fathers, masculine energy, and those that you look up to as a father. It's the opposite of Cancer. So let's see what's in store for you Libras. Here we have it. And interesting enough, for those who may not know this, today's moon is actually in Libra energy as well. So just a fun fact. So here you guys, Libras, this is all about unconditional love. So using unconditional love, applying that into your energy for this month. Unconditional love, letting go of the conditions to loving yourself specifically. So it's not about, well, I'm going to love myself when I drop those 10 pounds. I'm going to love myself when I can fit into that dress. I'm going to love myself when I can get my workouts in. No, love yourself regardless of whatever expectations you have. The chakra here is the sacral energy. So this really may be about tapping into your inner child energy. Inner child energy. Pay attention to the things that might show up regarding your inner child energy. If there's a wound that needs your attention, this is the time to heal that energy. This is the time to bring balance into your life. Paying attention to how you might feel judged, how you might feel shamed, how you might feel guilty regarding the things that you do at work. So let all of that go during this season. 9 and 6, right into that 6 energy, which is associated with the collective 2022. This is your week. This is your season. This is the entire month of July to really work on healing your mind, body, and spirit, nurturing yourself, and making sure you're scheduling time to bring that balance into your life for you Libras. So again, that energy is about that 10th house, which is about the work that you came here to do, the success, the accomplishments, the fame. Allow yourself to honor that. Honor that is the word I just heard for you Libras. Love that. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So for you Scorpios, this is about your daydreams and your sleep dreams. Pay attention. Keep a pen and notebook by your bedside because you're going to gain a lot of insight through those dreams. Now, your dreams may make no sense at all if you were just to talk about them, but if you start to write them down, you might be able to put all the pieces together and gain some clarity. This is also a perfect time for you to really work on your spiritual wisdom, learning how to come out of the ego and mastering your spiritual wisdom, and paying attention to what shows up for you this month as you go through your spiritual awakening. Using that Mercury Cancer energy in reference to the connections you have at home, and also using the connection with Mars and Taurus in the relationship. So let's see what's in store for you Scorpios. All right, one more shuffle. There we have it. I love it for you Scorpios. This is definitely a perfect opportunity for you to manifest. You are going to be the manifesting queens and kings out there. So anything that you're looking to create, anything that you are thinking about, so pay attention to those thoughts and make sure you are working from your spiritual wisdom and not your ego, because whatever it is you're thinking about, talking about, listening to, paying attention to, you're on fast pace of manifestation. So pay attention. That 1 and 9 is that 10 energy, which is about the work that you came here to do. You are a manifester. And it is about the crown. So allowing yourself to open your crown chakra, allowing your crown chakra to beam and be that spiritual being you're meant to be. After all, Scorpios, you are a water sign. You're an emotional being, but you do have a little sting to you when things aren't quite going the way you want them to. So manifest, 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 and you're here to do your work. So really allow yourself to pen to paper, jot down those dreams that you're having, because there's going to be a lot of clarity that comes through those dreams. I'm loving that. And you may also find that you're going to be traveling more. You know, traveling, whether it's you're packing a suitcase and getting on a plane, or you're literally traveling someplace, maybe getting in your car and going someplace, nature walks, etc. That's a huge thing for you during this 7th energy. So pay attention to when you're being nudged to get out and go travel, whether it's a bike ride, a car ride, a plane ride. It's definitely time to travel. Travel out of your norm is what I just heard. All right, Sagittarius. So Sag, this is the time for you to let go. Let go, clear it out, surrender, so you can make space for all the new things that are coming in. A major transformation is taking place for you, will be taking place for you. So pay attention. This is in perfect alignment to that spiritual awakening that you're going to be experiencing. Let's see what card. Interesting card for you, Sag. It's about a completion, just like I said. That 8th house energy, which is associated with Scorpio, which is associated with Pluto. So again, remember, we're connecting dots here. So that Pluto energy, which is in retrograde in Capricorn, is going to help you, which is going to sound harsh, destroy what no longer serves you. So you can let go of what no longer serves you and transform into that new version of you. Completion. There's obviously a completion that's going to take place during this 7th month energy. Now, the chakra here is the sacral. So that sacral energy is to really practice confidence, Allow yourself to be empowered by this energy that you are in the process of letting go of something. You're transforming. And this is a really fun time for you. That nine energy is about letting go, surrender, transforming. And it is about, again, ninth house is that Sagittarius energy, where it is about traveling and also your daydreams and dreams, sleep dreams as well. So pay attention to what's going to unravel, and don't spend too much time trying to put it back together. Let it unravel, let it clear out, make space for this transformation. There's a major completion coming in. Something is ending for you, Sagittarius. That eighth house is about endings. It's time to let it go. Don't resist it. Allow it to go. And it can definitely be in this perfect alignment to your inner child and helping your inner child to like feel this excitement and allowing the confidence to show up from it. So pay attention to that. I love that. Love that. All right, good old Capricorns. So for you Capricorns out there, you're in your seventh house energy, which is about finding that balance this month. What is it that you're going to need to do so you can bring more balance into your energy? Is it a matter of making sure you're balancing out your nutrition, that you're if you're going to eat healthy, you're entitled to have something that you really want to indulge on. Balancing to the rest and the activity, balance your work life with play. It's really important for you to have that. And justifying. But when I hear the word justifying, the one thing I'm going to say to you Capricorns is turn off the radio, turn off the TV. You do not want to be involved with media. When we are talking about the spiritual awakening, and this is not just for Capricorn energy, but specifically for Capricorns, everybody wants to turn off media. We do not want to be listening to the news. We do not want to be reading the newspaper. All of that is going to bring your energy down and create a lower vibration, which then creates the spiritual awakening to be a lot more challenging. So for you Capricorns, that's a biggie for you. So if you are in the habit of watching the news, you're in the habit of reading the newspaper, if you're in the habit of listening to people complain, get away. Not going to bring balance into your life if you do that. Let's see what cards in store. Interesting card. Surrender. Isn't that what I just said? Surrender what no longer serves you. If it doesn't bring balance, if you don't feel harmony, peace, grace, and kindness in your body, surrender it. That's all I have to say. The chakra here is the heart. Your heart wants to feel full. Your heart wants to feel happy. Your heart wants to feel joy. So if it's not bringing you that, surrender. Surrender. 6 and 8 is 5. Major changes coming in for you in order to find this balance. You have to be willing to change things. You cannot continue to do things the way you've been, because that's not going to bring that balance into your life. This is about balancing your mind, body, and spirit and your emotions. And paying attention to anybody around you that is not bringing harmony into your mind, body, and spirit. Surrender it. That 5 energy is associated with having fun, but also associated with making changes. So that's Capricorn. Love that. And I know that one of our viewers here, Norma D. Velez, she's a Capricorn. So I'm hoping that resonated with Norma. So let's see, we're down to Aquarius. So we have Aquarius right now. So Aquarius, you guys are in your 6th house energy, which is really about healing, nurturing. It's about your home. And again, when we speak about the home, particularly for today, it really is about your mind, body, and spirit, getting things in order. Your energy is associated with the collective energy, that 2022 energy. So for your Aquarius, you may be actually feeling a lot of the collective energies around you. My suggestion is to definitely make sure you keep yourself aligned, stay grounded, connect with your chakras, and if need be, if you can and you do work with crystals, I recommend working with Tiger Eye to keep yourself grounded and to clear out the energies that might be coming in. And also amethyst is a really good one as well, which will help keep your vibration high. Being that you are connected to the same energy of the collective, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed. So pay attention and recognize that this is your season to do healing work, whatever that might look like for you. So let's see what you need to work on. Focus. That's your card. Focus. So remember again, the old saying goes, what you focus on is what you create. What we think about, we create it. What we listen to, we create it. What we talk about, we create it. So what are you focused on? If you are focused on the collective energy, redirect your focus. 1 and 3 is 4, which is associated with the sun's energy of Cancer, and is also associated with the Mercury energy, which is all about the communicating. What is it you are talking about? What is it you are listening to? That focus is a big one. Redirect your focus. When we think about the chakra, it's the third eye. Perfect example when we talk about the spiritual awakening. This is your time to really evaluate your home, your body, your mind, your spirit, and get it into order. Because again, for you Aquarius, besides the fact that the collective energy is the number 6, we also have Aquarius and Saturn, which is in retrograde, which is about your structure. So this really goes without saying that whatever is not aligned, your structure is going to crumble with this energy. So it's really important to make sure you're spending time building your foundation, every single day, building your foundation, building your mind, body, and spirit. Practice, practice, practice. Meditation, make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're exercising, make sure you're aligning your chakras. If you're not aware of your astrology, get more aware of it. Get aware of your numerology. This is important for you Aquarius. This is a really big month for you guys because of that 6 energy. Healing. When we think about healing, it means that things may show up that's going to need healing. So pay attention. And if you do need guidance, you need support, that's where I come in. Reach out. Let's get on a call together. Let's do a self-discovery, figure out how I can support you during this time as you go through your spiritual awakening. Remember the focus. That is your affirmation, and what are you focusing on? That 4 is your foundation. So that's deep for Aquarius. My. And I have to really pay attention to that because I happen to have a moon Aquarius sign. So got to pay attention to that one. All right, so we're down to Pisces. Pisces, you guys are in your 5th house energy. And that sounds like really exciting because 5th house energy is about having fun, being creative, being expressive, being adventurous. But it's also about change, being courageous enough so you can change something. Change something. So what do you need to change? What needs change? When we think about that 5, it's also about your freedom. Where do you want freedom in your life? And when you work on changing something, again, if we speak about your career, do you want to have a more flexible schedule? You get to decide that. So let's see what card is associated with you and how to get that flowing for you. Interesting card for Pisces, higher education. Now, when we talk about Pisces, to start off with, Pisces carries all 12 zodiac signs energy. That's just what it is. Pisces is the most highest intuitive sign that there is. So it doesn't surprise me that higher education would come here. Higher education is about your higher spiritual wisdom, higher consciousness. So this is really a time that if you're really looking to be courageous enough to change and really tap into that 5D energy, the 5 dimension, really important to utilize your spiritual wisdom to get there. Come out of your ego as much as you can. 3 and 6 is 9. When we think about that 9 energy, it is your spiritual wisdom. It is about traveling. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I happen to have a Sun Pisces energy. And when I sleep at night, I tend to travel to the other side. I spend a lot of time connecting with loved ones who've crossed over, which is why most of the time I don't get enough sleep because I'm on the other side discovering things from a much higher perspective. Kind of curious to know how many of you other Pisces out there run into that same thing where you should be sleeping, you're actually venturing off to the other side to gain some spiritual wisdom. So that 9 energy is about your transformation that you're going to be experiencing during this 7th month energy. Be kind to yourself, have some grace, be compassionate, and most importantly, because you are the most intuitive sign out there, spread that out to everybody. Spread it out. Have fun with it and spread out the love, the joy, the kind, and see what you can learn on a higher level. I love that for Pisces. I truly love that. So once again, we've done all 12 zodiac signs. So this is how it works, just in case you forgot. Use that one card and apply it to your sun, moon, and rising. So whatever your sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign is, you may very well have three cards to work with, which means you have three chakras to be working on, three affirmations, and three numbers that are hopefully aligned to you right now. Remember that this entire month, the month of July, activates your spiritual awakening. So we are all going to be going through some spiritual shifts the entire month. This month is literally a sneak preview to what we're going to be experiencing in 2023. And when we talk about this energy that we have right now, this energy is literally the as we call it, the second half of the Pluto return, which I'll be talking more about that later at a different time. So hang in there and I'll be sharing that with you. So again, Mercury is in Cancer energy along with the sun. So there's a lot of emphasis on family right now, healing, nurturing, the energy we have with our mothers, mother figures, how we mother ourselves, and how we're mothering our projects. Mind you that Mars energy is in Taurus along with Uranus and the North Node, and Taurus is all about our relationships. So there's a lot going on as we are now in the seventh month of 2022. I look forward to reading your comments. So if you have any, put them in the comments, those of you who are watching, whether you're watching live or on the replay. And know that if you did miss anything today, if you're just jumping on now, you can always come back and watch this on Spotify, Audible, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Roku, and several other platforms. I do look forward to connecting with all of you again next month, which will be August, on the first Wednesday of the month, because that's what I do at 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time. But in between that, know that you can catch me on Sundays at 3 p.m. for Joanne's Healing Within, and I look forward to connecting with you there. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your month, and remember that you are going through a spiritual awakening. So go within, dig deeper. Do not look for support or guidance from the outside. Do not go to your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your friend or your teacher. If anything, get yourself involved with different types of circles that you can connect with like-minded folks. It's going to help you raise your vibration so you can really discover who you are on a soul level, and really release what no longer serves this new vibration you are moving into. All that being said, have a blessed day. Until next time, bye-bye for now. Don't know if you're still.
Hi guys, I'm Kendrick Cortez Greer, personal astrologer and astrological counselor here in Brooklyn, New York. I've been an astrologer for over 23 years now, providing astrological readings, counseling sessions, workshops, and corporate events all throughout the tri-state area. I've been very blessed and lucky to have clients all throughout the United States and beyond. If you're interested in a reading that is warm, heartfelt, honest, and conducive to speaking to one of your best friends, please contact me at 917-863-7528. You can also email me at kendrickstar@gmail.com. That's Kendrick, STAR@gmail.com. And for you Insta people, find me on Instagram at Kendrick Cortez Astrology. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Toodles.
Each of us has a mission. What's your mission? Would you like to become a community health resource specialist so you can help your family and your community? For more information on this new training, email me at terry@morsewellness.com. That's TERRY @MORSE wellness.com. You can become a community health resource specialist.
Hello and welcome back. For those of you who are just hopping on, you are watching or listening to Joanne's Cosmic Energy. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I couldn't get enough of you. So I didn't want to just leave right away. I figured I'd come on back and just remind you one last time that we are in our 7th month of 2022. And this month is literally a mirror of what we're going to be experiencing in 2023. The entire year will be a 7 vibration, which is all about our spiritual awakening. So this is really a great time to, again, create a practice, create a meditation practice, create a practice where you connect with your chakras. If you have no idea what chakras are and you've been watching me this entire time, let me give a little intro to that. What chakras mean is wheel or disc, which means they flow, they turn. And if you have one or more of your chakras that are not flowing and turning, it means there's stagnation or even blocks. And that means that if you're looking at your external world is going to be a mirror of what's going on inside. So it's really important this month to really take some time to take inventory on your body. Check in. If your body is speaking to, if you have physical elements that are showing up, no matter what they are, no matter how small they are, no how big they are, recognize that's your body's way of letting you know that something is definitely out of alignment. So pay attention. And this month particularly, so create that practice, meditate, make sure your nutrients is on point, make sure you're moving your body. And when I use the word moving your body, I mean weight training, guys, and ladies, that's extremely important for you to move your body with weights, because the weights is what's going to help you keep your metabolism up and revving and also keep you looking sexy at the same time. So weights are your friends, ladies. So make sure that's in order. Make sure you're aware of your astrology. Make sure you know what your numerology is. And if you need support in any of that, hey, that's what I'm here for. All you have to do is send me an email at healingwithin76@gmail.com. Or if you happen to be watching on Facebook and you're friends with me, send me a message. Let me know that you need a little support. We'll get on a call together. We'll figure it out together. We'll explore and really get you in the line and making sure that your body, your home is in perfect order during this season. Because again, this is your time for your spiritual awakening. This is your time to shift vibrations and become the best version of who you are. So use this energy wisely and know there's so much support out there. Make sure you take this time to connect within. Your answers are always within. They're really not externally. And if you are going to look for guidance and support, connect upward. Connect with your creator, connect with your loved ones, connect with your angels, your fairies. They're going to provide the exact guidance you need. Don't look out to your friends for that guidance, because you're only going to get their perspective. So upward or within is my suggestion. The entire month is a 7th energy, which is all about your spiritual awakening. So with that all being said, and this time I promise it's the end. I look forward to seeing you all in August, the first Wednesday of the month at 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time. But you can always come join me on Sundays at 3 p.m. for Joanne's Healing Within, and I will be there with my amazing guests. Till next time, bye-bye for now.